Each of the portals twirling up this tower represents a universe I have created over long years of world building. What may catch your attention the most out of all of these colors, though, is the emptiness in its lacking. This is not because there is no universe there, but that you cannot go there, no matter how much you try. Though, before I get to the explanation, hello! I hope your day's been swell. I've got a quick little baby video for you here while I work on other projects, only one of which is a video, unfortunately. Sorry about that. But here's a glance at that one. I'm making a map of Voltana, and my plan is to build in the terrain features and miniatures of the major cities. I'm excited, but it'll take a while. As you can see, the islands aren't floating yet, and I'm not even done with the outlines. And I do mean for the islands to be floating. But back to the current video. There's a few things I gotta introduce to you before I get to that mysterious universe. Grand reality may be a wild box of seemingly random worlds, but that doesn't have to preclude rules. I'm the sort of person who, though I love to revel in some chaos, I do also like some order to underlie it all. The first of these rules is rules. So silly. There are set into reality laws that dictate how grand reality is to function. These can be thought of in any number of ways, from a list of logical statements to equations to a single run-on sentence describing everything. The rules do not much care how they are written or communicated, just that they are followed. For instance, the first rule of the multiverse is literally just defining what a rule is. Though it may be written in any way that conveys the same meaning, I have it as: rules determine what can happen in this universe and are the only final causes of what happens in this universe. You may notice it refers to a singular universe. This is because technically there are no rules for the multiverse as a whole, but rather a list of, as of right now, 24 base unchangeable rules that all universes share. So, in a sense, because grand reality has no laws of its own and it's fundamentally immaterial, it's more of an emergent, imaginary concept than anything. If that makes any sense. Yeah. Okay, but that's enough of that. I could list out all 24 rules if I really wanted, but this video would quickly start to sound like a science lesson, and however much it is about to sound like a science lesson anyways, I don't want to bore y'all so. On to the boring science, then. One of the rules says that this universe cannot have smallest spatial units of less than 1 base length. What this does is set a lower limit on how small an object can be, sort of like the Planck length in our universe. That's basically what the base length is. It's a smallest unit. Another rule stipulates that there can be no duplicate of this universe. So, there can only be one of each at any moment. From here, I gave myself the useless thought experiment of, what's the smallest universe possible given these rules? The answer was fittingly very simple. It's literally just nothing. Well, it's technically a universe with 0 spatial dimensions, but without any space for stuff to be in, there is no stuff for there to be. Ever. So, there it is. Bask in the glory of the universe you cannot go to. It's so tiny. I define this as base reality, because I want to sound cool. And it doesn't even contradict the base length rule, since it has no space for there to exist smaller lengths. If that makes sense. I hope it does. Since there's no possibility for any matter to ever be there, you can never go there. Flounder in your sense of eternal unaccomplishment. Not that you could make the journey there anyways, unless you had access to the Google units of exonergy needed to cross the distance from this reality to base reality in the first place. I'll probably explain exonergy and multiversal travel at some point. It doesn't feature in any of the stories that I'm planning right now, so if I do explain it, it wouldn't be for a long time, probably. And if you thought I hadn't way overthought how that works, then you are gravely wrong. But that's that for now. There's nothing else for me to say, really. About this, at least. A couple notes before I leave y'all for hopefully not another month. Sorry about that. I made a personal website as a companion to my writing website. This one is fittingly called Uluscri.neocities.org, and it's all about me. Go check it out if you so please. I've also made a Discord for my writings, the link of which you may find somewhere in the description, though it is very baby and has very little substance to it so far, so take that as you will. You can ask me questions about stuff, I'll be hanging around, I'll be answering stuff. But, yeah, that's it. Okay, bye.